My name is Anna Knight, and I'm the Executive Administrator for the Sculpture Practice with CRLG. My role with CRLG and Sculpture Practice is to be the Executive Administrator. So I work in the office, I answer phone calls, I answer emails, and when vendors have questions or the City of Newnan had questions, I would be that point of contact.
We had to make some apparatus to help us move the stone around. The stones before we started carving on them weighed about 2,100 pounds each. And there were technical challenges to moving the stone and placing it.
I'm Wesley Maddox. I am a sculpture major at LaGrange College, and I came here with opportunity of working here. And this was my first real experience working with stone.
The journey began when we were looking to make a contribution or donation within the community, Tammy and I. And one of the things we found out about that they told us about was this project called LINC. And they said, you really should check it out because it's really something that might be very interesting for you. So we went down to the LINC first. And we looked and we thought this is great for the community. Everyone can walk it, ride, bicycle within the community from Newnan all the way to Peachtree City and within Coweta County, within Fayette County. And we were inspired, let's go ahead and do something, Tammy and I, my wife. So what we did is then we got in contact first with Chris, who was a sculptor. So I contacted him out of the blue and I said, wow, I really like your art. I really like what you're doing with your artwork and your sculpturing. And would you be interested in thinking about funding a project for LINC? And would you be interested in maybe doing something there?
So these are the bases that will be mounted to the bottom of each of the 4 elements for the LINC project. They will be bolted to the center part and then fixed to the footing on site that's already in place.
In the past, I've worked with stone and glass, partly for the reason of how glass captures light, and then the contrast with the pristine whiteness of the marble allows light to pass through the center. So when we place the top piece on top of here, we're going to have about 3 inches of glass in between. And in this darker canopy, the light will refract through the center and it'll actually be somewhat of a beacon in the center. And to me, the aesthetic of that is very pleasing, and also it leads your eye through the space as you're walking by.
So glass, while fragile, is also quite structural if used in a certain way, but it also has the capacity and the characteristic to capture light and to project light. And my hopes with the LINC project was to bring forward natural ambient light within the high canopy of the LINC trail.
Yeah, so we finished up today and I was really happy with the way things balanced out. We learned quite a bit about tension of putting the second piece on, but once we figured it out, it worked pretty well. I'm very happy with the way the light actually plays through the works themselves and the way it moves along the trail side. So very happy, and I'll come back tomorrow and finish things up. But all in all, great experience.
Well, I actually come to Newnan a lot, and my daughter comes to some classes up in Newnan, and I walk on the LINC a lot. And I love walking on the walking trail, but I'm excited about seeing a sculpture in addition to it just being an exercise trail. So I think it's going to add so much to the LINC, having beautiful sculptures along the path.
I am just so proud and so grateful that I had the opportunity to be a part of this.
And I really appreciate the opportunity to be able to be a part of the start of this type of initiative for the City of Newnan. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens next. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it influences and inspires more things like this.
It's remarkable how the community and the leadership of LINC, the artists, the local governments, everyone was involved in this process. It takes an awful lot to go from an idea to a reality. There's a lot of, we always say there's devil in the details. There's so much detail. Where are you going to place it? How is it going to be structured? Who's going to maintain it? You know, how do we make it a reality? And everyone pulled together for this, and really almost everyone donated a lot of their time and effort in this. It was a labor of love, and I'm very thankful and have gratitude for everyone that made this possible.